Hey guys, it's Tanya, VSG Tanya 2011. I am doing a response video to the Back to Basics topic this week. It was about skin issues and did you have any before surgery and do you have any now? How have they changed? Blah, blah, blah. And I really enjoyed Janine's video and it kind of inspired me to talk about my skin issues because it's something that I battle with here and there. Like sometimes I'm okay with it and sometimes I'm not, which I'm sure we're all kind of like that. But so anyway, I was going to start with what my skin issues were prior to surgery. Well, prior to surgery, I had several skin issues. I've been heavy pretty much my whole life, and I can remember back in September of 99. I remember because I was getting ready to leave to go to Australia, and I was trying to get some issues resolved. I had gotten a skin rash under my in my armpits, and I don't know if it was from the deodorant that I was using at the time, or if it was just like a heat rash or what. But I got this skin rash, and I tried several. I gone to the dermatologist. He gave me several different ointments to put on it. Nothing helped. I had to wind up getting 3 different ointments, mixing them together, and putting them on like 2 or 3 times a day. But when I did that, I got, I guess at the same time I must have been gaining weight or something. I don't know. But I got like massive stretch marks. So I was going to show y'all, because this is like one of my areas that this is a lot for me to do this. It really bothers me. And that's how long I've had this, since 98. And I don't think it's ever going to go away. But you can see how I have these deep stretch marks right in here. And it goes down like here. I have all these loose, jiggly stretch marks, and it is on both sides. You see the deep stretch marks, and I got it back here. You can see how they fold in and they wrinkle on themselves. So that's a skin issue that I got way back then, and it has not gone away. It does bother me because, you know, I would not normally ever wear a tank top like this out in public. I'm getting better about it because I feel like it is what it is. It's part of me. I try, if I do wear something like this in public, I try to not lift my arms up because I don't want people to see those deep stretch marks. Another issue I had ever since I was little, I mean like young, I stopped wearing dresses and skirts because, you know, way back when like the early 90s and even I guess the late 80s too, you know, everybody wore pantyhose when you wore dresses and skirts. And if I wore pantyhose, my inner thigh skin felt like it would ooze through the little bitty teeny tiny holes of the pantyhose, and my thighs would rub together and it would make like sores on the inside of my thighs. So I was so happy when people stopped wearing pantyhose because I hated pantyhose. And then I wound up just stop wearing dresses and skirts altogether. But also the other thing I had was like where skin touched skin, like my inner thighs, mostly my inner thighs, and then a lot of times like where my waistband is, I still kind of have it, and where my bra fits under here is dark skin. Like I had like I still kind of do have dark skin, but I find that has improved a lot. Like I don't know if it's just from like skin not being able to breathe because it's always touching each other, but my inner thighs were like a dark grayish brown color, which was embarrassing too because like if you wore shorts and people could see that's kind of, you know, not cool. And then I had an apron belly even before I had my kids, so I can't blame my kids for my apron belly. It got worse after having kids, of course, but I had it before, and I could tell you one of the most humiliating moments of my life was I was having my son. I was in labor. They had to do an emergency C-section, and they had me on the table. And of course, it's very scary, and things are happening so fast around you. And the doctor told the anesthesiologist to they had a bar over my head, like where they hang the sheet or whatever, so that you can't see what's going on down there. She put surgical tape underneath my belly, and then they pulled the skin back and taped it to the bar that was over my head. And the anesthesiologist didn't get what was going on, and she said, he's like, well, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? And she's like, I'm lifting up her skin, and we're gonna tape it to the bar. Like, like, I mean, it was an emergency moment. So, and I didn't feel offended by the way she said it because she's a very matter of fact kind of person. But you know, that's freaking embarrassing to know that you're 9 months pregnant and you got loose hanging skin that they got to tape to a bar over your head so that way she can make a clean incision. That was pretty. That was especially at a time in your life when it's supposed to be like one of the happiest moments of your life, to have that as a clear memory from that day. It kind of hurts my heart sometimes, but you know, I guess it is what it is. But so then after from healing from that surgery, my C-section, what my gynecologist had told me to do for when the incision was going to be healing and draining is to take these little thin pads, the little light day pads, and to fold it over like this and to lift up the fold of skin and put the little pad, the folded over pad in there, and then let the skin hang on it. And then, okay, so that worked beautifully, and I can tell you I have basically no scar from, I had 2 C-sections, and you would never know. I mean, if you can't see the scars anyway because of the way the skin hangs over. But so the reason why I'm talking about this is that after I had surgery and I started exercising, and I guess from the sweating I started getting some rashes in that same area underneath the fold of the stomach. I would use for that, I would use Balmex. I used, you know, I've got kids, so I thought, well, you know, if it'll clear up a diaper rash, which is basically moisture with skin touching skin, why wouldn't it clean up that rash? So like 2 or 3 times a day I would apply. I haven't, let me just say, I have not had one of those rashes in several months, knock on wood. But early out, I did have that. And so I would apply Balmex 2 or 3 times a day, and I would put my little folded over pad, well, 2, because one little pad is not big enough for my full fold of skin. My fold of skin goes from here to here. Like, it's not just like the little belly part. So like I'd have to put one thing here and then the second one here for the fold of skin. All right. But it works. It because the little pad is super absorbent. It sucks up all the moisture. You don't notice it, you know. So if anybody's having rashes underneath their apron, I highly recommend this. It worked for both of my pregnancies, well, both of my recovery for both of my pregnancies and C-sections, and it's worked several times when I've had rashes since surgery. I have to say too, this is not a sad video. I had skin issues before. I got skin issues now. I'll take my skin issues now any day over the skin issues that I had before, because it is what it is. But I'm healthier and I look a hell of a lot better than I did before. So I don't want anybody to think I'm like depressed about anything. I want to make sure I've made some. Oh, my other thing I used to have, but before I lost the weight, under my boobs I would get pimples, and I guess it was from, I don't know, from sweating. I don't know, but I don't get that anymore. I don't get pimples under my boobs anymore. It could also be that my boobs have completely deflated, which, you know, I can tell you too, I'm kind of getting comfortable with. I've considered all the plastic surgeries that I, you know, could possibly have, and I don't even think I'm going to get my boobs done whenever I have plastic surgery, because I found a bra that I like that supports me. I think it makes me look good in my clothes, and the only issues I have now is like I basically take my boob, because I used to be a double D, now I'm a C, and when I put my boobs into my bra, I basically fold the boob up and it has like a little crease across the top. But I mean, the only people who are going to see my boobs are me and my husband, so if he doesn't have a problem with it, which he doesn't, and I'm feeling okay about it, then why, you know, mess with it? One of the reasons why I didn't have lap band surgery is because I didn't want a foreign object in my body. So why would I go and get 2 foreign objects and put them in my body? You know, I'm not knocking anybody who did. It doesn't make sense if that was part of my decision process to not have lap band, you know. So, what was the other thing? Oh, the new skin issue I have on my belly now, like I still have my apron. It's flattened out a bit, but I still have my apron belly. Is that now I got the loose seriously loose apron skin on my belly, and I wear shapewear. I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. I wear shapewear, and it like seriously sucks you in tight. Now my stomach is like folding in on itself, and I look like I have a butt in the front. I got a crease of skin folded in the front. But again, the only people who can see that are me and my husband, and he's probably sick of hearing me talk about my skin issues. He doesn't care, and even if he did, he wouldn't say anything because he's too nice. And finally, the issue I have now, I talked about before surgery. Now I got really saggy, droopy skin on my inner thighs, which I never dreamed I would have. So now I would actually consider having like an inner thigh lift, because it's really, it really limits the kind of dresses and the shorts that I can wear. I have to wear long walking shorts, because anything shorter, you can see the wrinkles from the skin hanging in the inner thighs, and it makes my shorts ride up when I walk. So not so thrilled about that, but you know, whatever. And the last thing, nobody ever talks about this, and I've had this, and I'm just saying this because somebody else might have it and you think you're weird too, or maybe I'm just weird, I don't know. But like with the dark skin, I also had the dark skin like in between my butt cheeks. Okay, let's get real. And since I've lost, like after I lost like the majority of my weight, it seemed like the skin in between my butt cheeks peeled. Like I lost a thick layer of skin, and I know this sounds weird, but I did. And now it's like I got new fresh skin there, and it's not dark like it was before. So I'm just throwing it out there in case somebody else had this happen and is too afraid to talk about it. So anyway, that's my skin issues video for the Back to Basics channel, and I hope I helped somebody with anything that I said, maybe with the Balmex, maybe with the little pad, I don't know. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.